Gotta adjust that. How y'all doing? Welcome to episode 18 of Flea Market, Yard Sale, and Thrift Store Finds. This time I put everything in a bag over the past few weeks so I don't, misplace it when I'm going to show. Got a lot to cover, so let's get to it. First, we have Jerry Lee Lewis Original Golden Hits Volume 2 on Sun Records. This features songs like High School Confidential, I'll Sail My Ship Alone, I Could Never Be Ashamed of You, which is a Hank Williams cover, and Save the Last Dance for Me are among a few of the songs on the album, as you can see right there. Very nice piece. I actually think that's my first ever Jerry Lee Lewis LP, I do believe. Let's see what we got here. Got a couple of PS2 games. Fisherman's Bass Club, which is a fun fishing one. I've played it before. The other game is somewhere. Oh, there it is. ATV Off-Road Fury 3. I like my off-road racing games. Both these are complete. They have the instructions and stuff like that. I like when stuff is complete. I usually don't bother if it's not. Got a DVD here. It's called Alan Quatermain and the Lost City of Gold. And if you're wondering why that guy looks like Indiana Jones, it's because the template for Indiana Jones was from King Solomon's Mines, which the main character's name is Alan Quatermain. A lot of people think it's the other way around, that it's copying Indiana Jones, and it's like, no. The first King Solomon's Mines movies was like in 1936. So I think it had like Charlton Heston or somebody in it, something like that. But yeah, it was the template for Indiana Jones, but it's not, you know, copying Indiana Jones because King Solomon's Mines came first. But this is a 1980s movie with Richard Chamberlain, however you pronounce it, and Sharon Stone. I've actually, oh, James Earl Jones is in this too, and Henry Silva. I'm very familiar with him. Yep. So this came out in the 80s, so it looks pretty good. I've actually been looking to see this, so to actually find a copy of it uh, is very interesting. I've actually been going through my Indiana Jones lately. I've be going on disc or movie 3 on Young Indiana Jones Volume 2: The Warriors. So the Phantom Train of Doom is the next movie I'll be watching. So it's nice to find that. So because that's what I'm doing during the day. At night I'm still watching my horror stuff. I'm still continuing my Halloween celebration. Yes, I know it's almost Christmas time, but whatever. Not really a Christmas person. Of course, if you follow my channel, you know that. Got a few comic books here. I got House 2, the second story. I didn't even know there was a comic for that horror movie. This one wasn't in the best shape, but something cool, so I had to have it. Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword. Sure, a lot of y'all know who Red Sonja is, at least. Um, Uncle Scrooge, which is a Disney comic. Scrooge McDuck, who would play Ebenezer Scrooge in the Mickey's Christmas Carol, if you've ever seen that. Came out in 1983. I thought this was cool. My sister bought one too when we were out the other day. This is like a little wooden carved, I guess you could say it's a canoe or something like that, or whatever the proper term for it is. That's a little handmade boat, so it's pretty neat. Got a, what are you doing, Raven? That's my cat in the background. Um, Dale Earnhardt dog tag necklace. Never had Dale Earnhardt necklace before, so that's cool. Um, got a couple of little cars at the flea market: a '68 Mercury Cougar and a '89 Grand Cherokee Wagoneer, which is cool. I actually have the one that's like a maroonish color of the Wagoneer, which if you've ever seen the John Candy movie, The Great Outdoors, that one would be very familiar to you, because that's essentially what that Matchbox looks like. It looks like the one he drove in the movie. Um, got some other movies here. Got Fright Night, which is 10 classic horror movies. Um, the Ape Man with Bela Lugosi. The Bat with Vincent Price. Bowery at Midnight with Bela Lugosi. Shock with Vincent Price. Uh, Devil Bat with Bela Lugosi are among the ones that are on here. Um, Devil Bat's interesting because Bela Lugosi plays this scientist that develops this aftershave, but he has these devil bats that attack when the said person puts the aftershave on their neck. So whenever he has somebody that crosses him or whatever, they'll say "Good night, doctor," and he'll be, after he gives them the aftershave, he'll be like "Goodbye," and then by the next morning, that said person will be dead because the devil bat will have gotten them. But it's definitely an interesting movie. It's a early creature feature, as you can see. So it's like it's a creature feature of the day. I mean, it came out in the 1930s. It's what there was back then, but I like it. It's a good movie. Uh, got a CD here. Patty Loveless Classics has "Blame It All on Your Heart." I try to think about Elvis. Nothing But the Wheel. Songs like that on there. I do like '90s country. I mean, obviously, if y'all follow my channel, you know I like mostly the classic country. But '90s country's obviously at that point because 19, case in point, 1993 was 30 years ago. So, Titanic Tragedy at Sea. It's a couple of VHS tapes on the Titanic. Titanic Remembered and Echoes of Titanic are the two tapes that are here, as you can see. I've actually seen these ones before. I mean, they're not the greatest documentaries on the Titanic, but whatever. They're good for what they are, and honestly, the cover art is done really nice, so that's a good selling point. Got these only to discover I obviously missed a couple, not looking in the hard enough in that at that seller's table that I bought these from. Hopefully, the same seller will be there next month for the flea market. But Country's Family Reunion Nashville, days 1, 2, and 3. So I assume there's at least 8 of these. So yeah, I'm missing volumes 1 and 5. So I assume there's at least 8 of these. So I need volumes 1 and 5 to have a complete set. But at $1 a piece, you can't go wrong. I got Iron Man Blu-ray. It's one of the Marvel movies that I do like. It's 2-disc collector's edition. It's a pretty good movie. Alabama. It's one of the Time Life ones, legendary country singers. I got a few other titles from this set. I have the Patsy Cline one, obviously. I have the Hank Williams one, and I have I have the Jim Reeves one, and I think a couple of the other titles. It features songs like Mountain Music. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fill in the band. I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Tennessee River, things like that. It's a good album. And a few more movies here. Wizard of Oz on Blu-ray. Original Wizard of Oz. That's a good movie. I have Oz the Great and Powerful on Blu-ray. Buffy the Vampire Slayer double feature. I have the whole season series, but from a collector's standpoint, I collect horror, so this was cool to have. It has Spike, Love is Hell, and Curse of the Hellmouth. I think it only has disc 1 of the Curse of the Hellmouth, though, because I do remember that originally being a 2-disc set, but again, it's only, selected episodes from the series, and I have the whole series, so, it's no worries either way. Christmas Carol, adaptation with Jim Carrey. This one's pretty good. I don't normally care for computer animated films, but this one was done well. Of course, case in point, I don't really care for much Christmas films in general, but a couple VHS tapes. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, The Mask. So it's hosted by Elvira, and the movie's called The Mask. I don't really know anything about this because it didn't come with the cover art. But, Jimmy Buffett CD. It's the basic greatest hits one. It's got Cheeseburger in Paradise, and obviously things like Margaritaville are on it. So. Civil War Gold, a National Geographic tape. Thought I'd check that out. Now here's a creature feature I've never even heard of. This is called Day of the Animals, and it features Leslie Nielsen, among other people. These other people like Linda Day George. And, oh yeah, okay. Well, maybe I recognize some of those names. But this came out in 1976, so it came out the year after Jaws. So. It says on the back of this, it says, a batshit crazy groundbreaker, a disturbing sense of 70s pessimism, and in perhaps his greatest role, in his greatest role, Leslie Nielsen as the world's biggest asshole. That's a interesting tagline if I've ever heard one. Interesting selling point. Scooby Doo figure. If you follow my channel, you know I love Scooby Doo. A few more things here. Case in point, I think I got just about everything. But it's steam engine train. I like my steam engine trains. This one's like made of metal, so it's a pretty well made one. It's obviously not an old one, but still looks cool. So, yeah. Got a Grim Reaper necklace. Pretty cool. Little stuffed squirrel. I thought was cool. It's shot glass. It says it's a pirate shot glass from Cancun, Mexico. It says, "Dead men tell no tales." Yeah. Sorry about the light in here. Again, I brought the floor lamp in. It seemed like it was working at first, but it seems like it's a little dim now. I don't know what the hell it is wrong with this camera. Maybe it's not the camera. Maybe I just need better equipment. I don't know. But one of the last things is, I'd say this fella is about a little more than 2 feet long. This is a great white shark plush that I found yesterday. So anybody who knows me knows I love my sharks, and this one was like new, so I had to have this. And the last thing I got here is another Scooby Doo item. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have seen this, but this is good sized Scooby Doo, and he's got a sombrero. So this is like Mexican Scooby Doo. Pretty cool, huh? I've never seen this before, but I saw it when I was yesterday. We were at the flea market, and I was like, well, I gotta have that. Anyway, so I guess that's about it for episode 18 of Flea Market Yard Sale and Thrift Store Finds. I'll have another one for you down the road. The reason I waited between the last episode and this one is because I knew the flea market was coming up, and I wanted to wait till I do that. So that's why I put stuff in the bag so I wouldn't misplace it. Because the past few episodes I've misplaced some of the items that I was supposed to show in the video, but yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all next time.